third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
So we'll recap real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taylor now to return it. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. On first down, Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
To throw again on 2nd down, Rodgers. Forced out to his left. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Rodgers now on first down. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Getting it to them in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Play action now. Cousins. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year. I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Dalvin Tomlinson busting through to get him for a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Rodgers, they'll roll him out right. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season, and obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be because, essentially, he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Packers continue to pull away here this first half.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. On play action, now Rodgers.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
54's Mike. Check.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers open the lead up to 34-0. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Check 59. Listen to me. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, defense. Let's get out.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
4 yards remain for second down. To throw, Cousins. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Throwing is Cousins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Parkey is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Eluding the pressure right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break.
Let's get that ball, yeah, let's get that ball right here. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Inside.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Flush to his right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Looking deep for Adams. And got his man complete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
2nd and 6.
Hey, 626. Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Watch the run.
Throwing is Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. On play action, Rodgers.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers are pouring it on. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Mond. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. On play action, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. They go play action here. Mon. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. A give. This is Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second and very short, Mon. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Mon going to throw it. And this one complete to Smith. Powers through him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second and 12, Mon. Quickly to Thielen here. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Now a draw play. This is McCoy. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, there's the option going left. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Now Mon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, They don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd and goal, Mon. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Parkey with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. You know what it says? Yeah. Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. And that has to drive a coach crazy.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one goes for 30 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now Crosby for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Barnes able to drop him for a loss of a couple. But remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he has the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Check, 59, 59. Three buzz. 59's Mike, check.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. Eluding the pressure right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here we go,
Mon looks to throw on 1st down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here we go. Black, 95. Here we go. We got tight left. Hey. 4 down. 51.
On 1st down, here's Mon.
And complete right side to Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here's Mon.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Preston Smith, his 2nd sack of the night.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Rodgers throwing here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense...
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, it's 1